Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ikea if you're new here. On today's video, I just want to talk about my myomectomy experience. I've tried to record this video several times before, and I think the issue was me trying to include my infertility story along with my myomectomy story, and because those are two journeys within themselves, they have to be two separate videos. So on this video, I'm mainly going to talk about my experience with my myomectomy. I will give a little bit of background of what led to me getting a myomectomy, but overall that will be in my infertility story video. So to start, I ended up getting a myomectomy because I was discovered to have fibroids and they were embedded within my uterine wall. So as any lady who may be experiencing this or who may have experienced this, you know just how excruciating that pain could be. That was in June when I had an ultrasound completed, a transvaginal ultrasound done, and my primary care physician sent the information over to my OBGYN to let her know, look, she has to have these removed. So that's how we got to August the 3rd. So to begin with, for anyone who is contemplating getting a myomectomy, I would highly recommend that you do your research. Depending on the location and the size of your fibroids will determine the type of myomectomy you will have. Because of the location and the size of mine, I had to get an abdominal myomectomy, and that's when I got cut across at the bikini. I got the bikini cut. Okay. And because I got the bikini cut, it was also stated that if we were to get pregnant and have a successful pregnancy, which led to baby, then I would have to have a C-section. And that's just, I guess because you're put at, once you get that abdominal cut, you're at higher risk, or that's how it was explained to me. And excuse me, and I've always been told I would have to get a C-section since I've been dealing with this. It's going on maybe what, 6 years? Wow, it would be six. Yes, it's 6 years since I've been originally diagnosed with infertility. April would be 6 years. So I've always been told that I would be high risk and that 9 times out of 10 I would have to have a C-section, which sucks in a way because I always had like this amazing birthing plan, but you know, plans were made to be broken. So on August the 3rd, I had my myomectomy procedure. I had to be at the hospital at 5:30 a.m. Got there around 5:20-ish, checked in. My check-in lasted all of maybe 15 minutes. From that point, we were taken upstairs for, like, I guess the pre-surgery check-in, and that's just where they give you your IV. You're in there with your nurse, and then the anesthesiologist, he came in, and again, just standard procedures that they do, and telling me about the administration of anesthesia, and then he gave me a dose in the room, and then I got more once I got back to the actual surgical room. I honestly do not remember. I remember being in the surgery room, and I remember going over to the table. That's all I remember. I do not remember anything else. I remember waking up in recovery, but I do not remember from recovery. I don't remember leaving recovery going to my room. Just to show you just to give you an idea of how sedated I was. After waking up and being in my room, I remember looking at my husband and asking him how everything went. He had this look on his face that just told me that something wasn't right, but I did not, because I was like, how did it go? You know, did they remove all the fibroids? Like, is everything okay? Because at the same time, you know, we're still in hopes like, okay, once the fibroids are removed, we will be able to have a successful pregnancy and be able to have a healthy baby. Like, that was the goal. Now, yes, the pain was unbearable. Yes, I'm tired of the pain, but more so, I want this child. So, he was like, the doctor going to come in and she's going to talk. And I was like, no, you know, you need to tell me what's wrong. And I do remember like getting real emotional, starting to cry. And he was just like trying to calm me down, telling me everything is going to be okay. They think that they found like a little mass in your tube, but they don't know, but she's going to come in and explain it. So again, I'm just an emotional wreck at this moment. I don't know how to feel. I'm just upset because I'm like, I'm in here, I'm in pain, you know. I don't know how to explain my feelings. And I'm still, see, this is why I can't do this video. Okay, so my doctor comes in and she goes, well, we got the fibroids removed, which was a good thing. She said that, you know, the fibroids were removed, but I cannot do this video, you guys. Wow. The fibroids were removed successfully, but I think that there's one in your fallopian tube, and I couldn't remove it because I didn't want to risk it either rupturing it or having to remove it altogether. So she then goes on and say, I'm going to refer you to a specialist, and in 8 weeks, because it takes 6 weeks to heal, but she wanted 8 full weeks of healing. She wanted me to do 8 weeks of healing time before going to the specialist to talk about whatever that is in my fallopian tube. So at this point, you know, you go from joy to defeat, because it's like, and this has happened, you guys, every time I did not want to do this on camera. Every time, it seemed like every time we win one race, we lose another. And because this is not my first surgery, my myomectomy made my 3rd procedure. And it seemed like it was always that I would have it. It was like, okay, you're going to have this procedure to clear this. And then, oh, well, that was good, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't. I've tried so many times to do this video. The emotion is just too raw. It's too real. Okay. So at that point, I'm checked out. You know, it's like, okay, you know, but at the same time, I'm in so much pain, you guys. It's extremely painful, especially if you get in the abdominal cut. And I'm assuming ladies who have had C-sections, you already know. It's just painful. Okay. So it was hard for me to do the little things like get up and go to the restroom, take a shower. Any sitting up period was painful. I did have to rely heavily on the pain meds, something that And I tried, when I first got home, I tried my best not to rely so heavily on the pain meds because, you know, they were not stingy with the pain meds in the hospital. So when I got home, you know, I was like, well, I don't want to have to be reliant or dependent on these. So for like the first 2 days, I was really mild with how I took them, but I realized that that's just not going to work. You know, I'm gonna have to use the medicine. So I ended up relying on it a little too much, to the point to where I needed it to sleep, I needed it to function, and that's so around that fourth or fifth week, I stopped taking the medication altogether. Just trying to get my body back healthy. I started doing things like going for walks. It was hard for me to wear underwear, and my doctor did advise that I get like go and get a couple of girdles, you know, the ones that you kind of pull up over yourself. And that's what I would wear, like if we went out or something like that. At home, hey, I was free. To put it lightly and mildly, I was free at home, but when we went out, I would just wear those, you know, spank type undergarments, and you can find them at Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Target. Any spank wear, you know, that goes over your belly button would be perfect. And it works, it helps, because getting cut down there on that bikini line, wearing underwear can make it extremely tender. So even now, it's been 7 months, depending on I guess, I don't know, some days I'm a little more irritated than others. So that's still a complication that I have. There are days where I still have mild cramping solely in that area. But I'll say that I was in pain for probably about 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks that I can recall. And then I slowly started to become myself around that 4th week, I say, to where I felt comfortable getting up and down. Again, every person is going to be different. You know, you can hear me tell you, do this, do that. You're going to feel this, you're going to feel that. Your experience can be totally different. You can come out of there as a champion. You can be walking on day 3, you know. And again, it depends on the type of cut you're getting. It depends on what type of pain you had. My first menstrual after surgery was horrible. Actually, the first 2 were horrible, because now I'm like, I done went through all of this. I done went and I done had another procedure done, and it's still not over. You know, I was just upset. But around month 3, around November, actually around October, I could tell the difference in my cycle from what I had experienced August and September. And it was a huge difference as far as pain was concerned. Even the flow of my cycle had changed, which was good, because normally, now granted, I still bleed pretty heavy the first 2 days, but going from 2 days of heavy bleeding, from 5 or 6 days of heavy bleeding, is a big difference. And I still have another issue that I have to conquer. I'm just not ready to move forward with it. I'm tired, okay? And I like to smile and put on this face of endurance and conquer, and I'm strong, I'm fighting. But in all honesty, I'm tired. Okay? I am tired. And when you get to the point to where you can't take no more, it's good to kind of just step back for a little bit, you know? And I know my daughter's like, you know what, I referred you to her. Only thing you had to do was go to her. You could have moved forward with IVF. It sounds so easy. It sounds so good. But it's not, you know, mentally, I'm not there. I'm not there mentally. And I hope one day I can be, you know? But right now, I can't, I don't want to put my body through another surgery. She can't take no more. And this year marks 6 years of infertility. So yeah, I know this is not the story that everybody. This is not the normal my myomectomy story video, but that was my experience. My experience was not the best. I did have a lot of pain, a whole lot of pain those first couple of weeks. Um, but what I would advise you to do is to just take it easy. Do not try to move fast. If you if you are able to take the proper amount of time off, I highly recommend that you do. If you do not have the job where you can afford that type of time off, I would advise to at least try to get a week of healing time in. Um, don't be so fast and quick to try to jump into things. Take the medication as prescribed. If you have to have the bikini cut like I did, I highly advise investing in multiple pairs of those Spanx. And like I said, especially if you go to like a place like Ross or TJ Maxx, you know, you can find them for under $6 or $7. I think the ones I were getting were like between $3.99 and $7.99, which is very inexpensive. So you can get a couple of pair of those just to get you through. And like I said, at home, I highly advise no underwear at all, just to make it easier for you. Now, during my cycle, it was hard. It was very hard. That first cycle was the worst. But after that, like even now, I'm just thankful. Like although the bleeding is still heavy, the flow is heavy, but as far as the pain, it's nowhere near what it was. So I'm happy that I did go forward with it. Although I have some, you know, I still have some feelings about it because like I said, my journey isn't over, and I was hoping that that was going to be the procedure to push it over. But I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm tired of fighting though. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting back. Sometimes you just gotta. Mm, I don't wanna be negative, but I just wanna be real though. Like this journey is tiresome. It's tiresome. I can't even talk. It's real tiresome. So I probably won't post this. I'm probably about to delete this right now, but it's hard. And anybody who says that it's not, it's a lie. If you never had to experience multiple negative pregnancy tests or false positive tests or early term miscarriages or taking a bunch of OPKs and temping and medications and doctor's appointments and all that come with it. It is tiresome. It is stressful. It is painful. It's hurtful. Infertility is mean and it's hurtful. And it can destroy your spirit if you let it. But today I'm just having a day. Out of all the days, the day that I tried to record this upbeat myomectomy story. Like, this is real emotion. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. That's all I can say is that I'm tired. So, but if this is your first time watching, just know that everybody's experience is different. So, I would say take even my advice, just take it with a grain of salt. You know, I mean, use whatever research you find as guidelines, but know that yours could be better, it could be worse, it could be exactly the same, but everybody's experience is going to be different. The staff that I had was amazing. The staff that worked with me, my doctor's team was amazing. So I did have some amazing people, but overall it was painful. If anybody said it wasn't painful, like, I don't know what kind of meds you had, but mine was painful. So yeah, that's all. That's all I got. And this video is still 22 minutes. So yeah. I'm having my moment today. But I won't let it live. It don't even have 24 hours. I'm not even giving it 24 hours. I'm gonna give it a good lunch break special. I'm gonna give it a lunch break. And then after that, we're gonna go back to work and get things in order. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry that it turned out to be this mess. But sometimes you have to be real. Because people don't understand, and you can't be fake all the time. You know, you can't fake it, because that's when people have the misconception that you're okay. And sometimes you have to be okay with showing people that you're not okay. So if y'all see this video, that's what this is. I'm okay with y'all seeing that I'm not okay today though, but I will be okay tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more content to come. As always, be humble, stay beautiful, be blessed, you guys, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.